Hey, I'm on a piece of property in Catahoula Parish, Louisiana. It's on the Ouachita River. It's a cool track. I'm wore out. It's just hot out here. I'm walking it right now. Been all over it. I'm actually standing at the very north tip of the track where the ridge kind of hits the Ouachita River and makes a point. I haven't measured how much frontage it's got on the river yet, but it looks like at least a half a mile, maybe even a little bit more, but it's a lot of frontage. And you can get down to the river too in a number of spots. There's a few little high bluffs that you can't get down to the river very easy, but then there's some others. I've walked right down to it, put my boots in the water just to know that I could get to the river pretty easy. For somebody that wanted to put a small boat in, catch some fish, just, use the river for access up and down to different places. This track is located in the Duty Ferry area, if you know where that is. It's actually about a half a mile north of the ferry entrance there in the Enterprise area. So it's about a half a mile north on Highway 124. So it's got blacktop access. There's utilities out there. I know electricity for sure. I think water. I'm not 100% sure, but electricity for sure. So it's got great access. The track is kind of divided into two parts, so to speak. It's got high ridge on the west side that fronts the blacktop, and then it falls down into a bottom here that joins the Ouachita River. So you've got some decent timber on the ridge, on the west ridge. There's some spotty, pretty good sized pine logs and some scattered hardwood. You don't want to fool with that. But there's some small and larger logs up and down the west ridge. And then on some of these little false ridges that run into the bottom, there's some small logs and pulpwood. So man catch the weather right, catch a market the way he likes it, could come and cut the pine out of this track and do okay and still have a really cool recreational track. That's its best use, recreational property. In fact, you can see a little small deer stand right there, a little ground blind right on the property line here. The current owners have it leased, but the lease will end when somebody buys it. The bottom along the river is pretty much just solid sweet gums, except some false ridges where there are some pine. But it's a neat track. I've walked all over it. In fact, you can get all over it with a four-wheeler or a side-by-side. There's a lot of interior trails that cut through and run around it. So it's easy to see. So anyway, take a look on our website. It's RecLand.net, of course, the land for sale page. And scroll down to Catahoula Parish, and it's 101 acres. I'll probably have cut some drone video in here or some other pictures in this particular video just to give you a better look at it. I'm not walking around anymore. I'm gonna make my way back to the truck and get out of here. I've seen it. I understand the track, got all the pictures, and I can show you around this track pretty easy too. So come take a look. Bye.